Hello and bienvenidos to Pica Poco Kitchen. Today we're making potato patties and zucchini salad. Vámonos! This is that time of the month when we are Richarding whatever's left of the paycheck. Before moving here, I lived with my cousin. We were both teachers. So this time of the month, we would have to find creative ways to stretch the budget but still be able to eat proper. Welcome to week 3, where I invite you to a Mexican table and I share with you recipes that you can find in a regular Mexican household for the everyday life. Amongst the enormous Mexican culinary catalog, you can find recipes where every ingredient is used and nothing goes to waste, and other recipes that offer you a full-on meal with low-cost ingredients. And Tortitas de Papa or potato patties are one of them. They are so good, so popular, easy to make, and most importantly, versatile. I'm gonna give you 3 options, but that is just going to open the doors for you to make them however you like. I also have for you a delicious zucchini salad. I go through periods where I really crave veggies because unfortunately you don't come to them as often in regular American food. And since I'm still terrified of eating lettuce, I had to go down the memory lane to find other ways of making veggie salads, and this came to mind, and I am so happy I revisited it because it is so good. So come with me and stretch the budget. Let's get going. To make potato patties, we need to start with potatoes. I'll be using yellow potatoes. In Mexico, we would use Yukon Gold, but any yellow potato will do. They are buttery and creamy, and they have the right amount of moisture and starch. Stay away from russet potatoes because they're too starchy, so your patties are gonna fall apart. I peel them and dice them, cover them with water, added a little bit of salt, and cook them for around 20 minutes until they are soft and you can pierce them with your fork. I will be using a ricer to make a mash, but you don't have to do that. You can use a fork or a regular masher and leave more texture into your patties. I really like them to be super smooth on the inside, but that's not the norm. There are many different ways to make these patties. So honestly, check out many recipes and see which one adapts better to your taste. I'm gonna salt with salt and pepper and give that a mix. To my mash, I'm gonna add a quarter of a cup of all-purpose flour and a quarter of a cup of cornstarch. The cornstarch will help the exterior of the patties to get a nice crunch. Mix that well, and honestly, stop right there. I made a mistake of adding an egg because some recipes call for an egg, but that just introduced more water into the mixture, so I had to compensate with extra flour, which in the end changed a little the texture of the patties, and I'm not a big fan. Another thing you can use instead of flour is breadcrumbs, or you can do a mix of both. Once I have a more manageable potato mix, I'm going to make the first kind, and these ones are going to be filled with ham and cheese. So I'm gonna put some ham and cheese right in the center of the potato patty and then work the potato around it. This is kind of tricky, so you don't have to do it this way. You can just mix in the ham and the cheese straight in the potatoes and then make the patties. I will only coat my patties with flour, but you can use breadcrumbs or you can even go through flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. You can also introduce some protein into the dish by mixing the potatoes with some canned tuna. Don't forget to season and mix well. If you're planning to make different kinds of potato patties, I recommend to give them a different shape so you can tell them apart. And for the simple third option, I will be adding a tablespoon of chives, fresh would be superior, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and a little bit of cheese. Cotija would be my recommended for extra flavor. If at this point your oil is hot and ready, you can take them to fry right away. But if you have the time, you can let them sit in the freezer for around 30 minutes before putting them in the pan. We're gonna do a shallow fry. Place them in your pan once the oil is really hot and don't overcrowd it. Give them a flip once they're nice and golden, and then let them sit in a paper towel to absorb the extra oil. Now your patties are ready to be served, or you can freeze them for later. But before I serve it, I'm gonna make this quick and easy zucchini salad. In a pan, I added 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 garlic clove. To that, I'm gonna add 1 big zucchini that I chopped into pieces, and we're gonna let it hang out for around 1 minute. To that, I'm gonna add 1 cup of corn. I'm using white corn, but you can use yellow as well. I will be also adding 1 cup of chopped poblano pepper rajas. If you don't know how to make rajas, I'm gonna link a short video on how to do that. Season with salt and pepper and give it a toss. And to brighten the salad, we're gonna add 1 cup of Pico de Gallo, aka Mexican trifecta, tomato, onion, and jalapeño. And something I forgot but is traditional in this salad is cheese. You can use cubes of panela or fresh cheese. You can even use mozzarella balls, the little ones that they sell at the store. But I left that behind and it was just fine. And here we are. Very simple. It looks great. It smells great. And I can't wait to dig in. I think I'm gonna go for the salad first because it looks so good. It is so delicious, so balanced, so complex. I love this salad. Please give it a go. Now let's go for the patties. I think that my favorite is tuna because my mom used to make them that way. But I also like just potato. That's how they did it at my dad's restaurant. But honestly, they're all equally good. I really like the creaminess of them. It's gonna be up to you. You can give them a little bit more texture, more fun potato bits, but it's gonna be up to you. So please, next time you want to do something with potatoes, give this a go. Not just for stretching the budget, but because it's a pretty healthy and delicious meal. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe just like this video. And if you did, please share it with your friends. Like, subscribe, and be notified. And for more, follow me on the socials. Adios, amigues.